Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our Magic Blue Mushroom series. In this part, we're going to focus on UV mapping and weight painting, so our mushroom is ready for textures and animation. Before we start, here's a quick look at the final result. This will be the foundation for our next steps. Alright, let's jump right in. UV mapping. First, let's set up seams and unwrap each part one by one, starting with the ring. I actually skipped beveling this edge earlier, but I'd suggest you do it. It'll help keep the form from getting too soft once you apply subdivision. Let's mark the seams so it unwraps properly. Press Shift for Select Mark Seam. Now, let's unwrap it. Looks good. After unwrapping the ring, I like to tidy it up a bit in the UV editor, just to make sure everything fits nicely in the texture space and keeps things cleaner for texturing later. Next, I move the ring UV island outside the main UV square. This will make it easier to organize everything properly when we're arranging all parts. Next, let's do the stem. I'll mark a seam right down the middle to unwrap it cleanly. Unwrapping, and there we go. Just like before, I pulled the stem's UVs out of the main UV square to keep things organized. For the gills, I realized I forgot to bevel the edges in the last part. Let's fix that first. Now, marking the seams carefully so we get a clean unwrap. Alright, unwrapping. For the gills, we've got lots of geometry here, so it's really important to check the UVs carefully, overlapping or tangled vertices. Sometimes you might need to zoom in and fix things manually to avoid shading issues later. That looks much better. Move the gills UVs outside the UV area. Finally, let's work on the cap. The seam around the edge will help it unfold correctly. Unwrap it. Moving on to the mushroom cap, since this part has those petal-like curves, we need to make sure the UV islands are unwrapped cleanly and follow the flow of the geometry. And done. Move the cap's UVs outside the main UV space to match the rest. Select All Mesh, go to Edit Mode, then select All Vertices. Now that everything is unwrapped, let's arrange the UVs properly. We need to make sure each piece fits well within the texture space and avoids stretching. I'll scale and position everything neatly so it's easier to texture later. Inspect each corner of the UV islands, especially around the cap area, to make sure no vertices are squeezed or distorted. Avoid any tightly packed UVs that could cause texture stretching. Clean and even spacing will help maintain texture quality. Before painting weights, let's test the rig's movement. After checking the rig, I noticed an issue with the gills section. It doesn't follow the motion properly, so I'll need to fix the weight painting here. In pose mode, check the name of the bone that needs weight painting. Select the gills mesh and switch to weight paint mode. Then open the Vertex Groups tab. Sort the Vertex Group list by name, then select the matching bone name from earlier. Start painting the weights, focusing on the areas influenced by the selected bone. The gills now deform correctly, showing the weight painting is working. However, the top ring doesn't follow the movement. It still needs weight painting adjustment. Continue with weight painting on the top ring to ensure it follows the bone movement. Now the ring deforms properly. Everything moves smoothly as intended. Next, adjust the weight painting on the top cap to improve the bending on the top. Focus on weight painting, the cap area. The arrow points to the bone that will control the movement. Start weight painting the cap, beginning with the second bone. Then move to the first bone to blend the center area smoothly with the rest of the cap. Tested the cap movement, but some areas still don't follow the bone correctly, especially the one highlighted. Continue adjusting the weight painting on the selected bone to improve deformation. Spend some time on trial and error, adjusting the weights and testing the deformation to get smoother and more natural movement. After refining the weight, the cap now moves smoothly and follows the rig as expected. Final rigging test performed. All parts now deform correctly with proper weight painting. Next, in part 3, we'll explore how to bring the character to life by adding secondary motion using the Wiggle 2 8-on. If you found this tutorial helpful, consider subscribing for the next part and more Blender tips. Stay updated with new videos by turning on the notification bell. Feedback helps improve the content. Feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and following along with the rigging and weight painting process. See you in part 3.